What's up, guys? Fets here from 11Bravo. I have some Battlefield 3 chopper gameplay for you. I'm playing on Alborz Mountains, Conquest game mode, and I haven't flown a chopper in a while. This game was actually my first game of the night. Got on Battlefield and saw the Viper was sitting there, and in here with Krupt and Cozy Dutch Oven, and I was like, man, I would love to get some chopper game time in. And it went pretty well. I crashed a couple times and got shot down once, but that's kind of what Battlefield is these days, was a chopper pilot. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about in this video a little bit. Why have I not been playing Battlefield so much lately? And that's a couple of reasons, you know, a lot of new games out. But I got really frustrated with some of the patches DICE made over the summer. I think a lot of people agreed with me. But one thing they did was this made it so noob friendly, and I'm not really complaining. I just went and played something else. You know, they took away the gunner flares on the chopper. The ECM jammer never really works great, and then they extended the range of the Stinger. So the argument I like to make, if I waste my time arguing about it or discussing it, is you look at how someone like me flies a helicopter with quite a bit of skill. I put so many hours into becoming good in the chopper. I was miserable when I first started flying when this game came out, but I knew I wanted to be good at it. It looked like so much fun. If you don't know about me, I'm actually a licensed pilot in real life, and I don't think that has any bearing on skill in flying in a video game, but it has a lot of impact on your enthusiasm about it. You know, I love to fly. I went and got my license. I majored in aviation. So when I get a game like Battlefield, like, the appeal of flying is very strong for me. So I put a lot of hours into becoming a good pilot. And a lot of you guys subscribe to us because of my chopper videos, which are, you know, some of the best on YouTube. I've done some really good chopper guides, and that's a lot of fun, and those turned out so well because I love it. And DICE took away my love for flying in the game, because all the hours I put into becoming a good chopper pilot, learning the maps, learning the how to fly, and then they hand some kid a Stinger and tell him to go hide in a ditch, hold down the left trigger for 6 seconds, and then pull the right trigger, and he kills me. I mean, it is by far the least skill involved in this game to shoot down a chopper with a Stinger. It's necessary, good for him for doing it, for helping his team out. You know, I give credit to the guys running Stingers, because, you know, you need that. You need to take down enemy air support. But my argument's always been that that's why they give you jets, to take down the enemy chopper. And so you get your jet pilots to be better than their jet pilots and win the dogfights there, then you're given the ability to take out the enemy chopper as well. Or your chopper pilot's better and he takes out the enemy chopper pilot. All of these various scenarios where this air combat happens on one level, and then on the next level down is the ground combat and the tanks, and then a level down is the infantry combat around the tanks. It's these levels and this complexity that made Battlefield so enjoyable, and it differentiates it from other games. And they eliminated so much of the skill set in being a good pilot with these patches and tweaks. And you know, they say they were taking feedback. And you see one of my wrecks on screen here. I think I killed Krupt once doing that. Just a little bit of a rough edge is coming back, but back on topic. What was I talking about? The different layers to combat in Battlefield: the jets, the choppers, the tanks, the infantry. And I like that they gave infantry the ability to do anti-air, I guess. But I really liked it better in Bad Company 2. It was a lot more skill to take down a Black Hawk or an Apache with an AT-4 or a tracer dart. Both of those were high skill methods of taking down enemy air, and they didn't transfer that really to Battlefield. They have it set up right with Battlefield 3. You know, if I don't have a good jet pilot on my team and our jets are just constantly down, then there's no way I'm going to dominate you in my attack chopper. I mean, absolutely no way. Nice TV shot by Krupp there. You know, so you can see Cozy Dutch Oven's flying a jet. He's a beast jet pilot. Earlier in the game, Krupp was flying a jet before he got in the chopper with me. And having those good jet pilots makes the chopper viable as a very lethal weapon. And I know it sucks to be on the other team and get just dominated by a Viper pilot. I've had it happen to us, you know, and that sucks. Like, it really sucks. You're just getting your face pounded in by this chopper, and it makes you mad. So I think people get mad about that and go, instead of getting better in the jets and learning to counter the chopper, or getting better in their chopper, or look at Corrupt's a great example. The guy can take a main battle tank and drop your chopper over and over and over. You know, he is so good at that, and that's a skill that goes back to like the tracer darts in the AT4 and Bad Company 2. It's something that is a really strong skill set to be able to do that. You know, it's not just, oh, let me hold down left trigger for a few seconds. There's the lock on, halfway across the map, 3/4 of the way across the map with the patch, and then shoot down the chopper. So, very frustrating. Still, you know, the chopper flying is fun. I mean, it's so much fun in this game. I really liked it. I don't know which patch it was when the blow radar was really strong, because I've done a lot of videos talking about that was a team kill from the TV missile. I'm glad to see it's over a year since release and they still have not fixed that. That's ridiculous. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was talking about now, but you know, the choppers are still fun. In this game, it just worked out really well. I had a blast. Like, I was really disappointed when this game ended. Actually, had to cut out the beginning because the game was like half an hour long with normal tickets. These maps are just really slow on console 12v12, and it seemed like all anyone wanted to do on this map was fight over Charlie, and I think it was just, you know, wanting to get the AC-130. So that was fine. I knew where to find him to kill him, and made it more fun. You know, one of the other things I think helped in this game, talking about chopper gameplay, is having a good gunner. Like, I think it's become so much more important than ever before. I was actually playing around with my first tier attachment for the chopper on this. Maintenance, and I have stealth on for a while. You know, I typically run guided, but I was just messing around with some different combinations, and they took away that laser combo, which nerfed the choppers, and so you don't really want to run laser as much now, which was my go-to setup before. Look at this guy drifting around. I don't know what he's doing. He flips around backwards, but I don't know if he's looking for me or what, but he just puts his chopper in the ground right here and saves us the hassle. But having a gunner has become so important. Like, I fly so much better. Okay, so it's always been the case where if you had a gunner you couldn't communicate with, that wasn't in your party, or that you didn't know, like, you weren't going to stay in the air very long. That's always existed, and it's always been nice to have someone you could talk to. But there's a difference between having someone with a mic in your gunner seat that you're talking to and having someone like Corrupt or Cozy Dutch Oven. These guys are fantastic shots, like with an assault rifle or whatever. You know, they have really good control and accuracy, would be the better word. And they're just, when you're going one-on-one in a dogfight with an enemy chopper, with a lot of the nerfs that have happened, those typically end in murder-suicides. Like, you kill them, they kill you. And with a good gunner, you can kind of come out on top, and that's what happens a lot in this game, where I mainly get one hit with an anti-air missile, but Corrupt is just putting so many accurate shots on that cockpit that he's doing damage to the chopper, or he's killing someone out of it. And likewise, the accuracy is the one tier of it, but on the other hand is having a good a gunner with good awareness. So as the pilot, you have this whole list of things you're doing and responsibilities. I need to navigate the map to be in a position to help my team. I need to navigate the map to avoid, right here I dropped Corrupt off to cap this flag, and I just cut out where I ditched the chopper and had to repair it. And so I have to navigate the map to put myself in a position to help my team. I have to navigate the map to avoid enemy tank turrets, because now those are one-hit kills. So I have to make sure I'm not flying anywhere that a main battle tank's got an easy shot on me. And then I have to watch for the enemy helicopter, worry about where he's at, how long he's been down since I killed him, and when he's going to respawn again. I I got to worry about 2 enemy jets where they're at on the map, if they're even watching me, if they're coming for me. Then I have to fly low. Well, the way I fly, I'm flying low. I'm flying between trees. I'm flying under bridges. I'm keeping my chopper in a safe defensive position. On top of that, I got to shoot at enemy vehicles. I have to line up my gunner for TV shots or give him a good angle for gunfire on infantry. So I have this laundry list of responsibilities that go into becoming a really good pilot, and having a gunner who is aware and knows, is also a pretty good pilot and knows what kind of things you're worrying about. Who can be up saying the jets are here and here, the enemy chopper is still down, the enemy choppers respawn. We got infantry on Echo. One thing I'm a little rusty because I haven't been playing Battlefield 3. I wasn't watching the flags flashing to see if they were being taken, and Corrupt was calling that out constantly. So like a couple times where I'm like spinning around is because he's calling out Echo is being taken, and I'm trying to figure out where Echo is, and I'm looking at Alpha, looking back at Echo, and just not. I've only played this map a few times actually, and never in a chopper. But I do like shooting the AC-130 down too. That's a lot of fun. And excuse the sniffling, guys. I've got a cold. My kid's got a cold. It's been pretty rough around here. But I did want to get this out because I got this gameplay, and I was like, man, I can't wait to do a chopper commentary. I think a lot of people will be excited just to see some more chopper gameplay. And so the gunner awareness and gun skill or accuracy are the 2 big factors, and awareness is probably more important than accuracy. But a good accurate gunner will help you stay alive longer. But if you're the kind of person, if you fly all the time and you got a buddy that's always your gunner, like that's your setup, like I'm the pilot, he can't fly, he guns really well, I would encourage you, especially at this point in the game's life cycle, let him learn to fly, because he will be a significantly better gunner if he knows how to fly, if he's the pilot. Likewise, if you get to spend some time in that gunner seat and see his perspective, like his limited field of view and the way your turns affect where he's looking, it will make you such a stronger team that you will get a lot more kills in the chopper. You'll stay alive a lot longer. You'll have a lot more fun. If you don't gun much, you need to try it because it's tricky. Like, you know, with the chopper swinging left and right, keeping up. So that's a definite tip I give you guys with that chopper gunner relationship. I know there's a lot of people that only fly or only gun, and I know flying's hard, and I know at this point a lot of people are really good at it, but it's definitely something that has a learning curve. Anyways, we're trying to chase down these ATVs just because the game's in hand. We could not kill these guys. I don't know what they were doing out here, just having some fun, and they'd given up at this point, I guess. But man, it took us forever to take them down. We got the jet trying to shoot us at the same time. And this is where I think I misguided rockets. So that may be something I'd rather run. I'm not sure. Anyways, that was pretty much the second 2/3 of the game. I did have to cut out 10 minutes of it at the beginning. My apologies to Dutch. He was gunning for me and just getting a ton of kills. And it was some pretty good gameplay, but that's where we're at. Definitely this game renewed my desire to get on and fly and play Battlefield, so I'll be making some more Battlefield videos. Still really enjoying Call of Duty, and I haven't had time to get back on Medal of Honor. There have just been too many video game releases, guys. I mean, there's other games I want to play. Far Cry looks amazing, but I won't even buy it because I don't have the time for these games. It's really frustrating. Like, I want to play all the time, but then I sleep 4 hours a night and get sick. And so I got to play less, and I got to really pick where I want to put my gaming hours these days. And that's okay. You know, this was a fun game, and I'm glad you got to share it with you guys. Leave a comment on some of chopper tips you guys have learned since the last patch, because I've been a little out of touch, and I know things have changed a little bit. For 11 Bravo, this is Fets.